or my phone number or like my location share.
Relationships in my life or friendships, I'd be like, yeah, that guy seems good.
So I gotta look up that writer and see what they think about that now. I'm sure they'll still think it was apocalyptic.
Behind Blake Lively's charm lies a string of alleged jaw-dropping moments. From fiery set clashes to bold controversies, here are her top 10 unhinged moments. The on-set trailer incident. Blake Lively's professionalism on set has often been praised, but one peculiar moment left fans at scratching their heads. While working on a project, Blake reportedly invited producer Jamie Heath to her trailer for a meeting. At the time, Blake was multitasking, removing makeup from her collarbone while breastfeeding. Jamie, caught off guard by the situation, suggested rescheduling, but Blake insisted the meeting go on. What followed became a real controversy. Weeks later, Blake allegedly told Jamie she noticed him making eye contact during their meeting and felt uncomfortable. Jamie quickly apologized, saying he didn't realize he'd looked her way. However, Blake's remarks about the incident sparked debates, with some calling the reaction exaggerated. The situation raised questions about communication and professionalism, leaving many wondering what really happened behind the scenes. The plantation wedding debate. Blake's wedding to Ryan Reynolds may have looked like a fairy tale, but the choice of venue stirred significant controversy. The couple tied the knot at a historic plantation, a decision that many found problematic due to the venue's historical associations. While the wedding itself was private and intimate, the backlash was loud and persistent. Critics questioned why a location with such a painful history was chosen, suggesting it reflected a lack of sensitivity. Blake later addressed the matter, but the damage was already done in the eyes of many. This incident remains a pivotal moment in her career, highlighting the complexities of personal choices in the public eye.
Devin Sawa, I told you. You don't remember Devin Sawa?
The Gossip Girl tour remarks. During the press tour for Gossip Girl, Blake made headlines for comments that sparked rumors of tension with her co-stars. One moment that stood out was when she referred to her co-stars as monkeys in a joking manner. While some brushed it off as humor, others felt it was inappropriate. Blake also made remarks about Leighton Meester, pointing to her while making an offhand comment about starting life in a cage. Leighton, who has been open about her unique upbringing, was born while her mother was in prison. Many viewed Blake's comments as insensitive, especially since Leighton had shared her story publicly. The press tour moments didn't stop there. Blake even joked that blondes are nicer, referencing her character on Gossip Girl. While meant as lighthearted banter, it only fueled speculation about underlying tension between the co-stars. The Game of Thrones comparison. Blake once made a bold comparison that left fans divided. In a text to a colleague, she likened herself to Daenerys Targaryen, the dragon-wielding queen from Game of Thrones. Blake referred to her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and close friend Taylor Swift as her dragons, suggesting they would fiercely defend her. While the comparison seemed playful, it took an unexpected turn. Fans pointed out that Daenerys' story ended tragically, making Blake's statement seem ironic. Some saw it as an amusing pop culture reference, while others felt it reflected poorly on her judgment. This moment became a talking point for fans and critics alike, showcasing Blake's ability to spark conversation, whether intentional or not. The stalking confession. In an interview, Blake shared a story from her teenage years that left many puzzled. She recounted how she and a friend decided to follow a group of boys they liked to an arcade. To blend in, Blake said she used bronzer and styled her hair to mimic a specific look. What seemed like an innocent childhood anecdote quickly turned controversial. Fans questioned the appropriateness of the story, with some finding it unsettling. Others dismissed it as harmless fun from a teenager trying to impress her crush. This confession added another layer to Blake's public persona, highlighting her candid nature, but also sparking debates about boundaries and social norms. The lost mom comment. During a press appearance, Blake made a joke about losing her mom that didn't quite land. She explained that her mom, who was supposed to be in Boston, had accidentally gone to Barcelona instead. While meant as a humorous anecdote, the story left some viewers confused. The moment showcased Blake's playful side, but it also raised eyebrows. Fans debated whether the comment was a harmless joke or an example of her offbeat sense of humor. Regardless, it became one of the many quirky moments that keep people talking about Blake. The crown straightener compliment. Blake once described herself as a crown straightener, a term she embraced wholeheartedly.
Bring to life a character who was both strong and vulnerable.
The phrase refers to someone who helps others shine without dimming their own light. Blake's interpretation of the compliment resonated with fans, but it also raised questions about her public image. While many saw it as a positive reflection of her character, others pointed out moments where her actions seemed contradictory. This duality in her persona continues to fascinate her audience, adding to the complexity of her public image. The unread script scandal. Actors often dive deep into their characters by researching and reading source material. However, Blake reportedly chose not to read the book that inspired one of her films. This decision sparked debates about preparation and respect for the craft. Some fans defended her, suggesting it was a creative choice to bring a fresh perspective to the role. Others felt it reflected a lack of commitment to the project. This incident added to the narrative of Blake's unconventional approach to her career. The friendship fallout. Blake Lively has long been admired for her glamorous public image and her seemingly perfect relationships with family and friends. However, one incident raised questions about how fame and loyalty intersect in her personal life. Allegedly, Blake found herself at the center of a strained friendship involving Hugh Jackman's ex-wife, Deborah Lee Furness. Blake and Hugh shared a cordial connection through her husband, Ryan Reynolds, who has been close friends with Hugh for years. The tension began when rumors surfaced about Hugh's relationship with another celebrity, Sutton Foster, which reportedly played a role in his separation from Deborah Lee. While Deborah Lee suspected the relationship, it was Blake and Ryan's alleged knowledge of the situation that fueled the fallout. Insiders claim that Blake and Ryan, instead of giving Deborah Lee a heads up about the unfolding drama, chose to stay quiet to avoid stepping into the controversy. This silence reportedly left Deborah Lee feeling betrayed. She believed she had a cordial relationship with Blake and Ryan, and their lack of communication only deepened her frustration. What made the situation worse was the perception that Blake, who has always been protective of her own public image, seemed indifferent to how this would impact someone close to her. Deborah Lee reportedly felt blindsided when the news about Hugh and Sutton became public, further straining her relationship with Blake. For fans, this incident raised an important question. Can personal loyalty coexist with the pressures of Hollywood? Blake's decision to stay out of the situation might have been an attempt to avoid drama, but it ultimately painted her in a less favorable light. The evacuation incident. Blake Lively found herself in the middle of a heated debate when news broke about a legal move she made during a wildfire evacuation in Los Angeles. At the time, Blake and her legal team were involved in a lawsuit with a co-star, Justin Baldoni, over disputes related to their recent project. However, the timing of her actions left many questioning her priorities and decision-making. As wildfires raged across California, Justin and his family were forced to evacuate their home. Amidst the chaos of packing essentials, ensuring the safety of their children and pets, and dealing with the uncertainty of the situation, Justin was reportedly served legal papers from Blake's team. The act of delivering legal documents during such a crisis sparked outrage among fans and critics alike. For many, the incident came across as insensitive. Critics argued that Blake, from the comfort of her New York home, could have waited for a less stressful time to address legal matters. The optics of sending legal representatives into a dangerous evacuation zone didn't sit well with the public. Fans wondered why Blake and her team didn't choose a more appropriate moment to handle the issue. On the other hand, some defended Blake, suggesting that legal proceedings often have strict deadlines and that she may not have been fully aware of the timing. Others pointed out that the decision may not have been entirely in her hands, as legal teams often operate independently to meet court requirements. Still, the incident left a sour taste in the mouths of many, adding another layer of controversy to Blake's already complex public image. To make matters worse, it was later revealed that Blake and Ryan allegedly pressured Justin to publicly defend Blake amidst the backlash. According to reports, the couple drafted a statement for Justin to release, supporting Blake and mitigating the controversy. This move was seen by some as an attempt to control the narrative, but it only added fuel to the fire. Critics questioned why Blake would demand such a favor during a time of crisis, further painting her actions as self-serving. What do you think? Are these moments misunderstood, or do they reflect something deeper about her personality? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out our next video for more surprising celebrity stories.